The Mortal Kombat Beta finished last weekend, and I thought I'd just do a bit of a recap of Jade and how she was in the beta. Going into the beta, I knew Jade was going to be a zoning style character. The zoning characters are typically balanced by having less damaging and shorter combos. This was exactly the case for Jade. Jade's common moves were the Shadow Kick, the Glaive, the Parry, and the back forward 2 Deadly Butterfly. Lots of people seem to be abusing this move on block. On paper it's -12, but because of the pushback made it pretty difficult to punish. My go-to loadout for Jade was the low spark, with the fast low hitting fireball, the double shadow kick, which gave more damage at the end of combos, and was excellent for corner carry, and the deadly assassin, which gave the extra string with back 2-1-2-4, and gave a low sweep with back 4. Back 2 had a 10 frame startup, making it one of the best footsie tools. It was good for punishing whiffed attacks, and blocked special moves like Scorpion's teleport and Cabal's nomad dash. With Deadly Assassin equipped, back 2 could turn into a string, back 2-1-2-4. The string came out in a dialer combo style, but was actually hit confirmable, and the low hitting part of the string could cancel into Deadly Butterfly or a double shadow kick. Back 2-1-2-4 can also be hit confirmed into the fatal blow at maximum range. It's worth noting that there's a big gap after the back 2 before the rest of the string starts that can be interrupted. With Deadly Assassin equipped, the low sweep with back 4 gained a second hit and a huge amount of range. Forward 2 was an easily reactable overhead. The forward 2 itself could be cancelled into a low spark, creating a high-low scenario. Forward 2-1 is a big long-range double hitting overhead attack. Unsafe on block, and there's a gap between the 2 and the 1, but in the corner could lead to some pretty decent damage. Jade's best mid-hitting string was back 3-4-3. It was easily hit confirmable into any special move and could be staggered for continued pressure. 1-2-4 is a 3-hitting string with a crushing blow attached. If the 1 of the string whiffed or was blocked by the opponent, the 4 would activate the crushing blow. It was a good string because the second hit would hit low and could hit from a pretty long distance. Back 1-2 was a long-reaching mid into an overhead. Forward 3-4 was a low starting string which was easily confirmable and safe on block. Forward 4-1 was a 3-hitting overhead string. The forward 4 was an overhead that could be cancelled into a special move. 2-1-2 is a high starting string that ends with a good knockdown on hit and was -4 on block. This string was used as a good combo ender in the corner. Jade had the common crushing blows off down 2 and a throw. It'll be interesting to see the meta evolve around throwing in the corner, because if you tech the wrong direction you activate the crushing blow and run the risk of eating a huge combo. Jade's down back 3 parry had a crushing blow attached to it as well. If this attack was amplified it did over 30% damage. It'll be good to get into the lab with this special move and see what characters' strings and setups can be countered. Jade's shadow kick had a crushing blow attached to it. It seemed to activate after 3 raw shadow kicks. It was a bit unclear to what the actual parameters were, so we'll have to hit training room and see if we can get some setups that utilise this move. A little buff that could be made is if the shadow kick crushing blow could activate during a combo rather than just a raw shadow kick. The game plan with Jade was pretty simple. I tried to play footsies and whiff punish opponents' attacks and convert every single hit into the double shadow kick which pushed the opponent into the corner. In Mortal Kombat 11 you always seem to have some offensive meter, which means it can be spent on combo extensions and moves like double shadow kick pushing the opponent into the corner really quickly. Once Jade had the opponent in the corner, I like to go for the high-low mix-ups with the forward 3-4 for the low and the forward 4 for the overhead, and back 3-4-3 as the meaty mid. The high, the low and the mid option all lead to the same combo path. If you hit confirm into the Deadly Butterfly, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1-2 gives a good knockdown, and it sets up for the rinse and repeat scenario of the high-low mix-up. If you did have offensive meter available, you could cancel the third 2-1 into a double shadow kick. These mix-ups in the corner revolve around meaty attacks, so it can be blown up if the opponent uses their wake up, or if they roll. In some matchups I'd definitely change out the double shadow kick for the air glaive. The air glaive just gives her so much more screen control and frustrates the opponents, forcing them to take a risk to come in. I didn't really spend any time experimenting with the pole vault run cancels. I'm sure there's some juice there, but without a training mode it's pretty difficult to test things properly. Personally I don't see much use for the up air glaive, and I had no idea what that silly toe hitting move was. Hopefully that one gets a buff. I can definitely see the potential in the safe, low-hitting teleport attack, but again I didn't really use much of it. Mortal Kombat 11 is much more footsie based than previous Mortal Kombat games. Jade is a footsie character, so she worked pretty well on this. Long range hit confirms, high-low mix-ups in the corner, and pretty good screen control with the projectiles and anti-zoning tools. I felt overall that Jade was pretty strong. She definitely lacked some offensive pressure, but she had really good neutral tools and defensive playstyles. There is every chance in the final game that she'll get eaten alive by rushdown characters. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The game comes out in a couple of weeks, and to say I'm excited, it's definitely an understatement. I'm definitely going to learn more about Jade and probably play all the ninja characters too. And Frost, if she's a cyber ninja, we are in there. That's it for now, guys. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.